Now, the way that I always like to end interviews is by having the wrestlers review a movie or TV show they've seen recently.
Oh
I know
boy.
we just talked about how you're not always in the mood to watch something, but is there anything recently you've watched that you'd like to talk about? Whether it was
Well,
good or bad?
I will say, I have very, very recently been becoming a very big Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball fan. I've been watching it all for the first time, introduced to it by my boyfriend who's been a fan of it for his whole life. So I've been very entertained, by Dragon Ball. And Vegeta is my favorite character.
So did you start like at the very beginning? Because I know there's a ton of good
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, we started at the very beginning.
How far are you now?
We just finished, I forget what the tournament is called, but they won the tournament to, between Beerus and Lord Champa, where, they saved the seventh universe's Earth from getting transferred to the sixth universe. I forget what it's called, and we just watched it last night, so I'm bad with the details, but everything is all titled the same, in my defense.
No, I know what you mean, and like I've always thought the concept sounded interesting, but there's so
Hmm.
much of that content that it seems like
Yeah,
it's so daunting to get into now.
yeah, but it's been a very fun, like, thing. We'll watch a few episodes on the way to the gym or on the way to the airport and whatnot, and then we'll watch the movies that go along. So it's been a very, there's no, like, pressure to it, and it's something that's, like, you can so easily jump back in and be like, oh, this is where we're at. So I'm like, yeah, I've been enjoying this cartoon that's been around forever for the first time.
But sometimes it's fun getting into stuff like that later because then you have just all this content to watch without having to wait for anything to come out.
Exactly, yeah. So that's been a very, it's been the go-to in the house of, we can watch this and not be like, oh, I'm being forced to watch these episodes or anything.
You said Vegeta is your favorite one?
Yes, I did.
You ever think about doing any gear inspired by him?
Partially, I have thought about it, but sometimes I feel odd about doing cosplay of other things just because I try to be something that people can cosplay themselves.
Well, I mean, you could always pull the color scheme into some gear or something. It doesn't have to be like
Yeah,
a full cosplay,
yeah,
but
I've
yeah,
thought about it.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I
All
try to think
right,
of it more in like outside outfits and besides gear, just like other things that I can wear in like promos. That's kind of where I try to use inspiration.
gotcha. Okay.